Hello summoners, welcome back to another tier list update for the month of May. And we are a little bit late this time because my review of Adam Warlock was a little bit late because I had college stuff going on with me finishing the 4-year course of engineering, and yeah, with all the goodbye parties, farewells and all of that good stuff. But now we're back. The comparison between Adam Warlock and Hercules is also live on the channel if you want to check that out, and we can start ranking this month's characters. Both were very good champions if you ask me. Moondragon and Adam Warlock, in my opinion, if you want one to be better than the other, I would say Adam Warlock. I maybe it's because it's a little bit fresher, but I felt really good playing with him. I think he has a lot of potential, a lot of utility and damage to back it up. We will also be talking about the Iceman buff because we haven't talked about it before. Well, we technically have, but he wasn't buffed since we hadn't made the change yet. Yeah, we will be scrolling the list so that you can have a good look. This particular column is becoming too damn big, and I might have to actually include a tier between these two because, you know, some characters here are considerably better than others if you ask me. So yeah, might have to do that sometime. We have a lot going on in the game right now, and I kind of missed a bit with again being busy with college stuff, especially like the 7 stars. I have 4 right now, my best one probably being America Chavez. I have 2 recent defenders and Gamora as well, so not terrible. You know, the entire pool is kind of useful. There are no terrible characters if you ask me. Like, you won't see any champions from here in that particular list, or even if they are, like MCOC is in there, but this is again offensive list. Defensively speaking, MCOC still has a lot of use. Now finally coming to the first character that was released this month, Moondragon. Now, Moondragon is pretty interesting. I would say she has a decent chunk of damage, like especially if once you have her built up, the special 2, it can do massive damage. You can get 2 big special 2s off. Pausing her charges is super easy. You just have to hit in the block, because that is something I also kind of value. Some characters, sure, in the perfect hands they have a ton of crazy potential, but majority of people will either not be able to use them to the max potential, or even if they are good enough to use them to the max potential, sometimes you are not gonna get the RNG you need and all of that stuff if the timings are too stressful. But because Moondragon, you can just hit in the opponent's block and be good. She is not stressful to play in my opinion, which is a big thumbs up and a big part of the character if you ask me. Overall animations are good, damage is good, she has some utility as well. So in my opinion, strong character. Will she be going to the next tier sometime in the future? Well, we don't know, but I don't think so. Personally, I think I'm pretty happy with where she is. I don't predict her going up or down from here. The Adam Warlock thing, like Adam Warlock is not gonna be that easy. I think he has the potential to go up, but top cosmics are just so damn good that you have to be pretty damn incredible to be on that level, you know. Adam Warlock, well, he is very aggressive kind of character to play, and he has the tools that you need for that style, like the taunt and stuff. You will need some AI cooperation, but the good thing is later you are in the game, AI is gonna be slightly more aggressive, usually speaking. Like if you fight with him in Realm of Legends, well, you don't really have to care about special attacks there, but the AI is considerably passive, and if you go move on in story content, you will see much better AI if you ask me. So Adam Warlock overall, like, has so much potential. He feels so easy to play because you're unblockable all the time. You don't even need to parry, no block damage of any sort, no need to find openings. I'm gonna be unblockable all the time. It's very fun time. The cooldown on that is not particularly big. His SIG ability and the SP2 ability to be able to pod or whatever it's called and regen and take basically no damage or very little damage is super duper useful, especially because sometimes you know the damage, you know you're about to mess up or some kind of damage is coming your way, and you can do that and have an easy way out. So overall, I feel like this character just has so much potential, on top of having the super duper duper long fury that you can stack. So he is gonna be, but not the best for short fights, but decent for medium fights where you can get the fury and then get the precision and get some really decent damage. But even in longer fights, I feel like Adam Warlock is gonna have so much potential that he might be going to the next tier really soon. Is there a chance he goes down? I don't really think so. I think he is one of the better champions we have seen this year. Now, do we have to talk about Iceman? Well, he was always a good character. At one point, the best mutant character in the game, and at that point, like for a very long time, mutant was considered the strongest class in the game as well. But then he kind of fell off. He always had a ton of utility. Ice armor is still one of the most interesting abilities in the game, if you ask me. The ability to tank SP3s in general is huge. Any character, like be it Gwen, pulls SP3, but problem with that is like you're left with so little health sometimes that suicides will kill you or recoil will kill you or something like that. But with Iceman, it's like max damage you're gonna take is this, and not just SP3. There's just so many areas where that could be incredibly useful. Cold Snap is incredibly useful, and overall the champion, in my opinion, always had uses, but the damage was slightly lower, and with time it became lower and lower and lower. Now his damage is pretty good. It's nothing crazy. You can't compare him with Cosmic Ghost Rider or anything, but it's still very decent. You can use him pretty well, like in even in battlegrounds and stuff. You will finish considerably, like pretty decent times, and he is going to be incredible safe option as well. So I feel like even in defense in battlegrounds, like if the opponent doesn't have a cold snap immune counter, that's some guaranteed damage. There are reasons why Iceman is a pretty decent rank up now. Is he gonna be the first champion you should be ranking? No, but if you have him, you already have your top mutant champion set. You should probably rank him because he is gonna have his users. And that is pretty much it. We don't have that much this time. There is something I want to talk about really quickly. Baron Zemo, there are cases being made for him to go up to S tier. Do let me know how you feel about that with proper reasons. Personally, I don't have him. I have seen a lot of gameplay. I do agree he's great, but to compete with Shang-Chi, Valkyrie and Kingpin and Nick Fury, that's a tough crowd to compete with. Is he that good? If yes, why? Do let me know in the comment section down below. I feel like other than that, I'm pretty happy with the list right now, except the one problem that I have with this list being too big, and two characters here could have a pretty decent difference. Like I feel like, for example, let's say Spider-Gwen. She's great, she's a good character and all, but maybe she's not at the same level of someone like Strife maybe, or someone like Mysterio with synergies maybe, or someone like America Chavez. So I feel like another tier would probably be nice between Knights and Kingsguard, and will help balance, like maybe take some characters off Kingsguard and some characters of Knights, and have a more accurate list, because a little bit of disparity between some characters in the same tier, power level wise, I would say. So yeah, those are my thoughts. That is it for the month of May. We will meet again in June, well, with the tier list. Other than that, obviously daily uploads now. So that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Like, share, subscribe, stay safe, have a good one, and bye bye. I always like to do this super duper fast, but yeah, bye.